everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome back. I hope you all had a really nice weekend. As you can see, I've got gorgeous weather just outside the window here, and I'm so excited to see the sun again. It feels like it's been such a long time. I just quickly share this to my page. There we go. And just one more, and then I'm all yours. Where are we? There we go. Okay, so as you know, at the moment we're doing a whole lot of, hey Mel, how you going? Doing a whole lot of videos for you around how to attract clients in your business, because this is something that a lot of business owners are struggling with at the moment, and I'm more than happy to help. So last time we were talking about visibility, but today I want to share with you one of the biggest mistakes a lot of entrepreneurs make. Hey Tails, how you going? And that is the same mistake that even I made when I was starting this business. And as you know, this is my second business. So my first one I've had for 18 years. This one here I've had for about 18 months, I guess you'd say now. I think it'll be about 18 months. But before I tell you all about that, if you haven't registered for the Aligned Business Workshops yet, don't miss out. The places are going like hot cakes. You can still get an early bird rate on the booking fee if you book before the 21st of April. So the workshops run for one day. We look at attracting clients, boosting your visibility. You leave with a 21-day strategy that you can implement straight away if you want to. There's implementation happening on the day. You get a consultation with me one-on-one so that we can talk more about the specifics of your business and help you move ahead. We also have an exclusive Facebook group for everybody who attends the workshop, so that you've all got the same content, you're all working on similar things, you can all support each other, and I will help you in there as well, plus a whole lot more. So I'll pop a link in the comments in case you've missed it. But getting back to what we're talking about today, the biggest mistake that I made was I just fell in love with something. And for me, as you know, it was manifestation. And I think, you know, I ran into a few hiccups with that because, well, I'm going to blame it on The Secret. It didn't do me any favors. I think lots of people heard about The Secret and then they thought that maybe I was doing something like that, but I wasn't. So for those of you who don't know, The Secret basically left out a whole bunch of stuff. It only told us, like, I don't know, if you're making a cake, it only told us that you needed eggs and milk. It didn't say you need flour and sugar and water and vanilla essence and all of this sort of stuff. So what happened was a lot of people tried to do what was portrayed in The Secret, and it didn't work out, of course, and so it's got a really bad name. Also, people think manifestation is like kind of weird and stuff, but it's not. The term manifest just means to create something. So whether that's a goal, maybe you set a goal to, you know, generate $100 this week. If you do that, well, then we would say that you've manifested $100. In psychology, if somebody's not feeling well, we say that that poor feeling is manifested in symptoms that they're experiencing at the time. So manifesting just means something coming into reality, however that might be. Anyway, I digress. So I fell in love with it, and I was like, blah, 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 blah. And I started a group, and I loved my group so much. Oh my gosh, I had the best group. Like, it was the best people. They were all very engaged, and they were loving it too. And every day I was in there just posting content because I was in love with it. But what happened was when I wanted to start monetizing the group, nobody wanted to buy things. And the feedback that I got from people was, why would I pay you, Brooklyn, when you give it for free? Okay. And that's a fair point. I was giving it for free. But the other thing was that I realized that just because I love something and I value it doesn't mean that the whole world does. And that they might value it to a degree, but perhaps not as much as I do. And so what that meant for me was either I needed to change, which I didn't want to do because I'm all about doing what you love, or I needed to get a different audience. And so it was then that I targeted everything right down and thought, well, I really want to help people learn about mindset and manifesting in their business. So I created a different group, and now that group is filling up every day. I've just welcomed 85 new members. Welcome everybody. It's so exciting. It's just like woo, 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 woo. Every day is like more people coming. But they're people that I want to work with because they're at different stages of their business. And So now I can talk to them in a more specific way. I'm not just giving out general information anymore. The information that I give is really helpful to them because you know, it's meaningful and they can use it and they can apply it and they can implement it, and lots do, and they get results, which is awesome. But it also means that they're getting so much value out of it. So the number one thing that I can tell you is you have to know who your client is, or who your potential client is, or who your audience is. And a simple way to do that, because I know people talk about avatars and God knows what, and it can just seem like overwhelm, especially if you've already got enough on your plate. But the way that I think about it that makes it easier for me was to think that perhaps I was catching up with someone that I don't know in our group, and we're going out for coffee. So maybe I was catching up with Mel or Tails or Tracy, and we're going to sit down, and the conversation will go something like this. Hey, it's so great to meet you. Thank you so much for meeting me for coffee, i.e. welcome to my group, or welcome to my world, or welcome to my page, or welcome to my business, or welcome to my newsletter. And then I say to them, what was it about my newsletter or my page or my group that prompted you to join me today for a coffee, you know? And this is how you start the conversation. So for me, my group, I say to all the new people, welcome to coffee. Sit down and tell me all about yourself. And this is how we start a dialogue. And then what you want to do is keep that dialogue going. And it's important because when you know your client, you create meaningful content. When you create meaningful content, it can lead to other things, obviously, which is amazing. So think about how old your ideal client is, what they do for work, what their income is, what their lifestyle is, what are they saving up for, what are their holidays, do they have pets, do they have children, are they divorced or married, where do they like to go on a holiday, what's their big dream or ambition, what are they doing now and what would they rather be doing, what's their big problem now and how will things be different for them when it's fixed. Think about those sorts of things. The other tip that I can give you is I'm a very visual person. And so for me, I love charts and graphs and pictures and stuff like that. So you've heard of vision boards, but you can make a client storyboard. And maybe what you do is you cut out, you know, graphics from online or from magazines or whatever that are all about your ideal client. So maybe if she's a mum with kids and a dog, you put a dog, a mum, some kids. If she fantasizes about going to the Bahamas, you know, for her holiday this year, we'll put a picture of the Bahamas up there. If she's struggling with money, we put a picture related to money on there. Do you know what I mean? Things like that. And anyway, there's so much more that I can tell you. If you're not already in the group, join, because we go into it in more detail there. And if you want more detail again, then you can subscribe to the newsletter. And in the newsletter, I'm sending it out at the moment every Monday. And it includes a free resource that you don't get in the group or obviously here. So if you want that, please send me a private message and I'll add you. And yeah, you can get the resources and stuff too. I hope this was interesting. I just wanted to let you know that what you're doing is valuable. Your message is valuable, but it might not be heard by the right people unless you know your client. So invest some time getting to know them and everything else will start to fall into place. It's like one of the fundamental steps that people don't talk to you about. But I hope this helps. Thank you so much for watching me today. Have an amazing day, guys. Bye.